It's time for the Freedom in 5 Minutes podcast. Powerful and liberating business strategies you can start in 5 minutes or less. Now, here's your host, Dean Soto.
Hey, this is Dean Soto, founder of freedomin5minutes.com and prosulum.com. And we're here again with another Freedom in 5 Minutes podcast episode. Today's topic is this. If you leave poison oak next to you, eventually you're going to get burned. That and more coming up. Oh, good morning. So, when we moved onto our property about 3 years ago, one of the things that he was kind of like a handyman. He was someone who did our tree work, did a whole bunch of stuff. He showed us where we had some poison oak on the property within a very close distance to our house. And we actually had him come and spray and kill a good amount of it, and then we were going to have him get rid of it. But never ended up getting around to it. And then I started thinking, well, the kids really don't play over where that's at, and it's not that big of a deal. It's just poison oak and yada, yada, yada. Well, near 3 years later, one of my children, so we kicked the children out to go and play, and apparently they were wandering right around that area, and they got poison oak on their hands, and subsequently on their body, and subsequently on their face, and now they have the poison oak rash all over them, and it sucks. It sucks. It's funny, like my little guy. He is a beast. He is a monster when it comes to pain. He's totally fine. Like, he's just like, oh, I want to go play. I want to go do this. I want to go do that. And yet, while you look at his face and you're like, oh my gosh, dude, you should be resting, because man, you look beat up. It's sad because that poison oak is just like, it's on his all over him. So all that being said, one of the things that is going to be happening in the next few days is I'm getting rid of all of that stuff. I know where it all is. I've been hesitant just because I didn't want to get it, but who knows? I might actually be immune to it because I was touching his face and doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I haven't got it, at least as of yet. And, there are some people who are immune to poison oak. There are people who are immune to poison ivy, poison oak, where it doesn't bother them. I think it's about 50% of people in the United States don't have an allergic reaction to it at all. And none of my other kids have had any symptoms, have any signs. It's just this particular one. And at least that's what I think it is. That's from looking at all the pictures online, looking at everything, it looks like it is poison oak. And so anyway, we are just looking at, just waiting for all his stuff to stop swelling up and everything like that. But one of the things you have to do when you're getting rid of poison oak is you have to have gloves on. You can't burn it because it'll get into your lungs and it'll cause a whole bunch of damage into your lungs, apparently. So I'm going to take that, and we have a place over our fence that I'm gonna throw it that no one ever goes to, no one will ever go to, as far as I know. But I'm gonna try and make it actually kind of maybe spread it out on the grass over the fence so that all like the oils dry up and it gets all decomposed and stuff as fast as possible. But what you have to do is you have to get gloves. You cut down the stuff, and then you move that stuff into. You typically would throw it, if you were in the city, you'd throw it away. You try and cut it up as much as possible, throw it away. But then you have all that stuff on your gloves. You have all that stuff on your tools and everything like that. And so I got to go do that. I'm going to go and start doing that this week, making sure that stuff is just off of our property, because it was a ticking time bomb. it was there. It was something where I'm like, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. And then all of a sudden, boom, and that sucks. And why is this important? It's important because there are a lot of ticking time bombs. There's a lot of poison oak that you have in your business right now, right? It could be in your business, it could be in your marriage, it could be in your spirituality, it could be in your health. Things that you've been ignoring for quite a while and are bad. And I can think of some in my business that I know are just sitting there and they will eventually explode. And when they do, it's going to be not pretty. It's not going to be pleasant. So it's best to handle that stuff now. Right now, had I done this 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I would have gone through the exact same thing, right? I would have had to cut the stuff down, put all the poison oak in a place where it can just decompose by itself as quickly as possible and be done with it. But now I have a child who was exposed to it and is now healing from all the allergic reaction to it. So either way, I had to cut the stuff down and move it. But because I chose to wait, boom, that's what happened. So what are you waiting on? What is something right now that you have to do? That if you keep on letting it go, it could be bookkeeping, it could be whatever. If you keep on letting it go, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. The more that you are unwilling to do what you need to do now, the harder it's going to be later. So this is Dean Soto. This is a short one because I'm going to go and start getting rid of this poison oak. This is a short one, but go check out freedomin5minutes.com. It's a really awesome place, obviously. I wouldn't have a podcast about it if it wasn't. We have a business process scorecard. We have a masterclass there on how to automate your business, get things moving in the right direction, systemize and everything like that. Go check out prosulum.com, prosulum.com. There's a 4-video series there that you might want to check out. If you try and leave the site, it'll pop up. You can check out that 4-video series, or you can schedule a discovery call if you want to start systemizing and automating your business in as little as 5 minutes a day. All right, this is Dean Soto, freedomin5minutes.com. I will catch you on the next Freedom in 5 Minutes podcast episode.
Thanks for listening to the Freedom in 5 Minutes podcast. Now, head over to www.freedomin5minutes.com and register for our free masterclass and discover how to start systemizing and automating your entire business 5 minutes at a time. We'll see you next time on the Freedom in 5 Minutes podcast.